Well, good evening as we come to you live here from the Tyler Legacy Varsity Gym in Tyler, Texas. Good evening, everyone, and I'm Reese Landon here with Tyler ISD Athletics. Follow me for everything Tyler ISD Athletics on X at Landon Reese. Tonight, it's Carthage and Tyler Legacy non-district volleyball matchup, a 4A versus 6A. Don't see a ton of those, but in East Texas, those are a dime a dozen, which is more than usually you would get at 4A and 6A if you go out to the DFW and Houston. So, Carthage, Tyler Legacy, talking about these two teams coming into tonight. Carthage comes in at 14-6 overall in non-district. Tyler Legacy 15-10. They return home after a string of games on the road. They've played their last 13 matches on the road overall as Tyler Legacy. They went 6-7. Those 13 matches came in 2 tournaments combined. The Allen tournament a couple of weeks ago on the DFW, and then the Forney tournament last weekend in Forney, Texas. It was just a 2-5 showing in Allen, but they bounced back with a 4-2 showing in Forney. So coming in relatively hot, so we speak. And Tyler Legacy looking to pick up win number 16. This is the final week of non-district play. Next week, Tyler Legacy will open up with the Forney Jackrabbits. That'll be next Friday at 6:30. At home to start 6A District 10 play. Carthage, Tyler Legacy on the other side of this break. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. Welcome back here as we're just about ready to get going from the Tyler Legacy Varsity Gym in Tyler, Texas. Getting ready for this one, Tyler Legacy about to take the floor as Carthage is introduced. We don't have a full roster on Carthage. We'll kind of utilize what we can, but we do know the Tyler Legacy roster as the Red Raiders get ready to go in this one. The Tyler Legacy roster, once again, just to refamiliarize yourself, Kate Priest, Kate Moore, Audra Carter, Blair Lash, Kinsey Parks, Olivia Graves, Peyton Neely, Taylor Woods, Abby Trahan, Lexi Correa, Maya Castle, and London Welchel.
Number 5, Blair Lash. Number 6, Kinsey Parks. Number 7,
So Legacy being introduced, 15-10 overall, as I mentioned, coming into this one. They're riding on a one-game winning streak. They went 1-1 on Saturday in the final day of that Forney Invitational. They picked up a win in Game 2. That was over an opponent in Lufkin, 2-0. They did fall to Royce City 2-0, or 2-0 in the first game of that Saturday slate. Royce City, they are first in the district right now at 26-4 overall. Royce City certainly a threat year in, year out, and that is no different this year. So Tyler Legacy, they are in the black jerseys with the red and white trim. Carthage, they are in the red jerseys with the white trim. So very familiar color combinations. Our first Tyler Legacy volleyball game, actually our first game in general here on the channel in a couple of weeks, but we've got a big one coming on Friday. Tyler High versus Tyler Legacy, the Rose City rivalry on the gridiron. That should be a good one. Both teams falling in week 1, so it makes it ever more important to win this one, gain some momentum, get back to 500. It's the Lions and the Red Raiders. That's on Friday right here on the Tyler ISD Athletics YouTube channel. That is a 7:30 kickoff. It was originally slated to be 7 o'clock. It is now 7:30, so just keep that in mind from wherever you may be watching on Friday. The Rose City rivalry coming up here in just about 3 days. So Tyler Legacy on the floor, Carthage on the floor. The starters about to be announced as the liberos get ready to trot in. Here comes Kate Priest. So the starters for Tyler Legacy goes as follows. It's Priest, Trahan, Taylor Woods. Also on the floor for Tyler Legacy to start things is London Welchel, as well as Blair Lash. So Carthage will be on the defense here to start things out, as Trahan will serve it over. Abby Trahan will serve from the back right corner as she sends it over. Carthage setting up offensively, 14-6 on the season, and they are on the board first. One to nothing here in favor of Carthage. We're having a bit of technical difficulties right now with our scoreboard, hoping to get that resolved here quickly. So back to the Tyler Legacy side. Set up here for Woods. The free ball and a line over, and it fooled the Carthage defense. Nobody went after it originally, kind of just looking around, and we're tied at 1. You can see the scoreboard. It is figuring itself out here slowly. So Legacy to serve over. Kate Moore puts it over. Now here from the right side, Moore digs it out. Nice job. Trahan over to Woods. Woods spikes it, but into the net. Point on the side of Carthage, 2-1. So Lady Bulldogs will take it back. Obviously, Dawn Stewart, the head coach at Tyler High across town, she was at Carthage for a while. 5 seasons and very successful. She didn't lose a district game for her first 4 seasons manning the Lady Bulldogs. There's a tapper into the middle and a point for the Lady Raiders. There we go. Looks like our scoreboard is, well, maybe not. Thought it was figured out. Perhaps not. But it is 2-2 here, I can tell you that. Trahan across the way. Taylor Woods tries to drive it in. It's sent back over, but Tyler Legacy to set up. 3-2 now. Tyler Legacy to set it up. Woods, deep play into the net. Carthage able to keep it alive. Tapper at the net by Graves. Carthage able to scramble. And now they lose track of it in the middle. Well, they did everything right until the very end of it, and then just a little bit of a mental lapse as it falls into the middle. The Red Raiders will take the point. If you're just joining us, some scoreboard issues here early on. It is 3-3, as there's a point in favor of Carthage. Service error that time by the Lady Raiders. So 4-3 now. And Tyler Legacy out of sorts, 5-3. Tyler Legacy with it. Here's Woods, and Woods drives it inside the paint, back left corner. Point Tyler Legacy. So it looks like our scoreboard might be figured out now. I'll give it a second or two, and hopefully we will have a working scoreboard. Now it is a point for Carthage, 6-4 Lady Bulldogs. Tyler Legacy trying to find their way here early. Six to 5 in favor of Tyler Legacy. It's Priest as well as Lash. Also on the floor, Peyton Neely, Welchel, Trahan, and Priest, as there's a ace for Tyler Legacy. Sent over and unable to send it back. Point Tyler Legacy. Laney Alexander that time going back for Carthage, but couldn't get it cleanly. So point for the Lady Raiders if you're just joining us. Once again, our scoreboard is currently down. We're trying to resolve that as quick as we can. There's another service ace by Tyler Legacy. So they take the point, and they're on a nice little run here. Sent over here. Carthage just set it up. A deep play into the middle, dug out by Priest. Now Trahan. Here comes Woods on the charge. Woods hammers it home. Deflected, but unable to get much on it are the Lady Bulldogs. Point Tyler Legacy. Yeah, our scoreboard, for one reason or another, is deciding it does not want to work here tonight. There's a point in favor of Tyler Legacy, now 10-6, and we're going to have a timeout. We'll take it with them, trying to get the scoreboard fixed during the break. 10-6 Tyler Legacy. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. Back here out of the timeout as Kate Priest will send it over for Tyler Legacy. Red Raiders trying to get something going, or continue the momentum. Carthage trying to get something going, and they spike it out of bounds. So now 11-6 in favor of Tyler Legacy. Looks like our scoreboard issue might finally be fixed. Tyler Legacy ahead, 11-6. Blocked at the net by Welchel, and down point Tyler Legacy. That's 8 in a row for the Lady Raiders. 12-6. They trailed early where Carthage really controlled the match, but ever since then, it has been all Tyler Legacy. So 12-6 here in set one. Junior varsity game going on before this. Tyler Legacy lost the first set, but they won the final two. They took the match 2-1. Tapped over. Woods sets it up. Trahan across the way. Blair Lash kept alive. And now here comes a free ball over. Woods will set it up towards Trahan. Cross the way to Lash. Lash blocked at the net. Carthage with the point. So they're able to take it away that time. And they finally stopped the run. It was 8-0 in favor of Tyler Legacy. So 12-7 now, and a working scoreboard with it. Spiked high in the air. It's going to have to be a free ball over by Carthage. Trahan places it in the middle. Welchel dekes it, then hit right back over. Kept alive by Carthage, and they're going to have to send another free ball over. That's been a constant here in the first set, and it has hurt the Lady Bulldogs, but not that time, as it's too strong from Taylor Woods. 12-8. Nice dig by Woods to keep it alive. No service ace for Carthage. Blocked at the net, and another point for the Lady Bulldogs. They're doing some work at the net to get back into this one. That's 3 in a row for the red and white. Carthage obviously notorious, or famous, however you put it, for their football program, but they play some really good volleyball over near the state line. Here's Neely just getting it over. It falls into the net. Kind of surprised, but Welchel able to find it. There's a free ball into the middle. Priest serves it up. Backline hit from Woods. Almost got the ace. Now tap towards the back line. Woods will retrieve it. Now Trahan. Here comes Lash. Lash tapping into the middle. Carthage unable to keep it alive. There's Blair Lash with it. And Tyler Legacy leading 13-9. Tyler Legacy later this week, they'll have Mesquite Horn. That will be on Friday, a 6:30 match. Football going on at 7:30, so that one might get done before maybe the end of the first half of the football game, as there's a point for Carthage. 13-10. Carthage will go back and send it away. Here comes a right-hand serve from the middle. Sent over on a line near the back. Priest gets to it. Trahan just barely keeps it alive, and Woods will send it over. Tapper kept alive. Here's Woods. Liner into the net. It rolls on the net. Kept alive by Priest, but Tyler Legacy comes over the line. 13-11, so just like that, Carthage has gotten right back into it. An 8-0 run by Tyler Legacy immediately countered a 5-1 run by Carthage. Trahan gives it off. Priest will send it over. Setting up from the right side. Here's a spike. Kept alive by Trahan. Kept alive by Priest, and too far. 13-12. And Carthage is within 1. Carthage, as I mentioned, right near the state line. A little bit to the southeast of Longview. A 4A program. They participate in District 17 of 4A. Is that one a bit too strong? There is a service error. And there's a point for Carthage. Swung on and smoked down into the middle part of the Tyler Legacy defensive formation. 14-13, we're within 1. Served over, played by Woods, who gives it off to Trahan. Right back to Woods, and Woods finds it in the middle. 15-13, Legacy holding on to that lead. Last lead for Carthage was at the early part of this set. It was 6-5. It's been a set of runs at least so far. Here's a free ball over. Received that time by Moore. Now Woods spiking as it rolls along the net and out of bounds. Sent over. Handled by Priest, who passes off to Trahan. Here comes more on the charge. Tyler Legacy keeping it alive, and Graves unable to keep it off the hardwood. So we are tied for the first time since 6-6, 15 all here in set one. Be sent over by Carthage as Laney Alexander gets ready to smack it over the net. As Woods able to keep it out off the floor, kept alive by Tyler Legacy, but that was short-lived. And Carthage, they have their first lead since 6-5. You can see the district standings on the bottom of the screen. Obviously, that has nothing to do with district record, as nobody started district play. In just a 17 district that is 6A10. First district games aren't even until next week, as Carthage was discombobulated offensively, and it'll be a point for Tyler Legacy. With district play not starting till next week, you can even look across town at Tyler High. They've been in district play for over a week now. That's a much larger district at 9 teams. That's 5A District 15. Smacked off the front line of Tyler Legacy, and a point for Carthage. They retake the lead, 17-16. You see the standings. 6 of the 7 teams in the district have records over 500. In fact, they're all well over 500. The closest to 500 is Rockwall, who is in 6th place, and they're 16-12 overall. Blocked at the net, but Karem's over, and there's a point for Peyton Neely. 17 all. Woods sends it over, swinging from that right hand. Carthage attacking near the net. Woods keeps it alive. A great dig. Sets up Neely. Neely taps. Neely scores. 18-17. Tyler Legacy back in front. They've been really good at home this season. I mean, you look at the numbers, it has been tremendous at home. Coming in, Tyler Legacy away from Tyler. They're just 6-7 at home. They are 9-3 as there's a point for Carthage. We're tied at 18. A couple of JV players on the roster here today for Tyler Legacy as they gear up for district play. And they will be tested right away as there's a service error on the side of Carthage. 19-18 Tyler Legacy, but as I mentioned, tested right away they will be. They get 40 right off the jump. That's on the 13th next Friday, and then they go to Royce City on the 17th. That's a Tuesday, so the first time they got to go on the road is against the team that's 26-4 right now as Legacy trying to block at the net, but it Karem's away, and a point for Carthage. And then Longview that following Friday, so your first 3 matchups are against 3 of the top 4 teams in the district. Then they get Rockwall Heath, who is 5-21 right now, but they have played a daunting schedule early. So you got to think that the Hawks will get it together sooner or later. As that one just a bit too far, as Woods smartly lets it go inside the paint, 20-19. But you get Rockwall Heath, and then you go to the other Rockwall, which is Rockwall High School, who's sitting in 6th, and then North Forney, and then the district slate flips over again. Play everybody twice. There's a point on the side of Carthage. We're tied at 20. Just 12 district games total, so those first 3 games, they will matter a lot. In terms of not only momentum, but that's 25% of your district schedule as Welchel drives one towards the back line, but kept alive by Carthage. Now outside the paint, off the net, it rolled off the net. We've had several of those here in set 1 as that one just inside the back line, and a point for the Lady Raiders, Moore will send it over. Arcing over the net, setting up from the strong. Comes Woods. Woods deflected but kept alive by the libero that time for Carthage. Priest, Trohan, strong side, Welchel. Welchel gets one off the back line, caroming high in the air. Now here's a spike, but way too low as it goes right into the net that time on the serve by Welchel. Set up at the front, dug out by Trohan. Now Welchel on the back line. We're still here. As there's a point for Carthage into the net that time by Tyler Legacy, and Brian Weingart wants to talk it over. Tyler Legacy trailing by 1 here, and we'll be right back. Back out of the timeout as Carthage will send it over. Trohan sets it up at the net. Now across the way, and a spike for Tyler Legacy. We're retied at 23. Both teams down to 1 timeout. As Tyler Legacy will go back to serve. It's Trohan with it. Trohan, Moore, Priest, Woods, Neely, and Graves on the floor for Tyler Legacy. Deke play, immediately countered by Woods, who almost got the point. Spiked, Priest able to get to it. Trohan sets up Woods, strong side. Deke play into the middle, Carthage scrambling, and they'll get it on the free ball over. Moore passes off, Woods again, same spot, and it works this time. Well, it's hard to withstand those constant attacks from Tyler Legacy on the strong side with Woods, especially when you're sending free balls over. And with that, Carthage takes their final timeout of set 1, 24-23. Tyler Legacy leading. Be right back. Quickly out of the timeout here in set number 1. Tyler Legacy leading Carthage in set 1, 24-23. Close one through and through. Tyler Legacy now at set point. As Abby Trohan will send it over. Carthage setting up on the attack. Dug out by Trohan, but that ball goes way up into the bleachers on the visiting side. 24 all, so no longer set point. Next point by either side will set it up. Both teams have led big. Both teams have trailed big. It feels like in set 1. Is that one on a hard line and too far? Tyler Legacy's going to take the set, or rather, they're going to go ahead 1 in the set. My apologies. And they'll make a substitution. So Taylor Woods is going to send it away here now, set point. And Woods swings her right arm into it. Carthage forming offensively from the right side. Priest gets down low to get it. A diving dig that time. Sent over by Neely, and it rolls off the hand of the attempted dig. Point Tyler Legacy. They will take set 1, 26-24. Close throughout. Lady Raiders hold on in set 1. Off to set 2, 1-0 Tyler Legacy. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. back here from Tyler Legacy as we get ready to start set 2 here tonight between the Lady Raiders and the Carthage Lady Bulldogs. Reese Lyon here with Tyler ISD Athletics 1-0 in favor of the red, black, and white as they face off against the red and white. A very similar shade of red as well. Carthage is a little bit more of a light red, I guess you could say. And they get ready to send it away here as we start set 2. Tyler Legacy on the defense. Taylor Woods on the back line, digs it out. Now Blair Lash has to pop it over the net. Carthage dekes into the middle. Trahan able to get to it. Now Lash. Lash towards the middle. Now right side hit, dug out by Trahan. Priest to Woods, and now Woods spikes it. It would have gone, but Tyler Legacy was moving around. 1-0 in favor of Carthage. Starts set 2 exactly how we started set 1. Here comes a tapper right near the net. It looked for a second like it might sail over the net, but Tyler Legacy able to keep it, and they get the deke. Tied at 1 as Moore will go back to get it, so it's Moore, the senior. She'll send it away. Tyler Legacy, as I mentioned earlier, 5-2 at the Forney tournament. Lady Raiders setting it up here. Here's Woods, drives it towards the back line, and Carthage was out of position defensively. That's going to be a point for Tyler Legacy. So Moore gets the point, a senior, one of a group of seniors on this Tyler Legacy team that rosters on the varsity. Only one underclassman as Woods able to keep it alive. It goes right near the net, and Tyler Legacy went too far. We're tied at 2. So Carthage will send it over. As it is it's inside the back line. And looked like Tyler Legacy wasn't real happy with the call, but we'll see if it stands. Woods appealing to the far side official. From my vantage point, it did look like it went pretty decently over that back line, but evidently not. And it's going to stay with Carthage. So now 3-2. So the Lady Bulldogs get the service ace. Trahan right near the net. Dump play into the middle, executed perfectly. Deked at the right time, and it was perfect placement. You couldn't have placed that better into the middle. So we're tied at 3. Sent over by Tyler Legacy, and Graves capitalizing right near the net. Didn't wait around for it, and Graves just spikes it straight into the hardwood. 4-3, Tyler Legacy. Well, that was about as easy as it gets. Carthage digging it out, trying to set something up, hit it way too far. Graves decided not to wait on it, even though it was right at the net. And there's a service error by Welchel, too far. We're tied at 4 as Welchel will check out. Back to serve here for Carthage. Laney Alexander. Libero. Junior sends it over the net. Trahan sets up Woods. Strong side. Too much on it. Carthage letting that one go was a wicked liner, but too far. Carthage's head coach Mandy Lancaster in her second season. She was the one who took over for Dawn Stewart after she had left Carthage. Second season, 31-21 overall. Trahan keeps it alive. Woods ricocheting off the net. And over to the Legacy side, too far outside the paint. Point for Tyler Legacy. We're tied at 5. Trahan will send it over the net. Carthage unable to get to it. There is a service ace for Abby Trahan. Sent over. Carthage digs out Alexander. Across the way into the middle. Received by Priest. Now sent over towards Woods. Tapped at the net and back inside the line. Point Tyler Legacy. 7-5. Lady Raiders, as I mentioned, Mesquite Horn coming to Tyler Legacy on Friday. Last year, in the past couple of years, that was a district matchup, but with Mesquite Horn as well as Mesquite leaving the district, that's now non-district play. Set up in the net, double block, point Tyler Legacy, or rather, point for Carthage. Did not clear the Legacy side. 7-6. Carthage sends it over. Moore. Here comes a tapper by Woods on the dump play, and she picks up the point. 8-6. So Woods will send it over, and she serves it towards the back line, bumps towards the middle, and now Priest, a sliding dig, keeps it alive. Trahan, it's going to have to be a free ball, but Lash gets under it. Set up at the middle, tried the dump play, didn't work. Carthage scrambling, and they're going to have to send it over. Trahan setting up, Neely, and it's bumped towards the back wall. A point for the Lady Raiders, 9-6. So Woods back to serve again. She's had success in that spot so far here tonight. Swings at it. Carthage moving from the right side. Woods bumps it into the middle. Trahan off to Lash. Deflected at the net. Carthage will reset things. Here comes a hit from the back middle and into the top of the netting and down. Point Tyler Legacy. It did not clear the net. 10-6. Woods will go back to serve once again. On the floor for Legacy, it's Lash, Neely, and Graves on the front line. Priest and Trahan, as well as Woods on that back line. Woods another screamer, but this one too strong. 10-7. This will be our last volleyball match on the channel for a little bit. As I mentioned, obviously the Rose City rivalry, that is on Friday. We'll have that right here on Tyler ISD Athletics. Game time now 7:30. It is not 7 o'clock as originally scheduled. That one finding the back left corner, point for Carthage. Move to 7:30. That's when kickoff time happens. Our pregame will start right here on the Tyler ISD Athletics YouTube channel at 7:15 p.m. with our pregame show, as well as a live segment from the box as we get ready for Tyler Legacy and Tyler High. The Rose City rivalry with Tyler High sporting a slight 1-win advantage over Tyler Legacy. There's a point for the Lady Raiders, 11-8. Next week, though, as I mentioned, the football trend, we're actually going to have middle school football next week. More middle school versus Hubbard Middle School. We'll have both the 7th and 8th grade game. That's on Tuesday. A 5 o'clock kick for the 7th grade game, a 6:30 kick for the 8th grade game. We're going to have both of those games right here on the Tyler ISD Athletics YouTube channel. And then that Friday, as that one too strong, point for Carthage. That Friday we will have Tyler Legacy football against Marshall. Tyler High obviously falling in their season opener to Marshall. The Mavericks coming to the Rose City to take on Tyler Legacy. That is next Friday, and that is a 7:30 kickoff. Tapper by Neely into the middle. Carthage trying to keep it alive, but they can't. Had to maneuver around the net, and that was too tricky. 12-9. As Trahan gets ready to go back and serve. Trahan sends it over. Carthage has to set up from the back right side, and it's right into the net, 13-9. For our football games this year, it'll be pretty much the home football games we will cover, whether it's Tyler High or Tyler Legacy. As I mentioned, next Friday, Tyler Legacy is the one at home. The week after that, Tyler High at home. I believe they have Lufkin. That is week 4 of the season. As Tyler Legacy, miscommunication that time defensively. Welchel got a hand on it. Priest diving to the floor, and nobody else reacted. 13-10. Sent over on a line. Trahan, dump play into the middle, almost executed it perfectly, but she's going to execute it nonetheless. Had the dump play earlier, that was right into the center. That one, pretty much same spot. Carthage did a good job to keep it alive, but it was a slim chance to keep it alive, and they couldn't. Sent over by Moore, set up near the middle. A hard spike went way too far over the back line. Legacy lets it go. It's 15-10. Tyler Legacy also now with a pair of sisters on the varsity, as Annie Trahan was moved up from the junior varsity recently. So you have the daughters of Tyler Legacy head football coach Bo Trahan on the varsity team here at Tyler Legacy. Carthage will send it over the net way high up as Priest goes towards the back line to retrieve it. Now here's Woods, who hammers it home. Point Tyler Legacy, 16-11. Woods facing little competition that time on that side of the net. So Welchel will go back and hit it away. The Tyler Legacy frontline player playing near the back line right now, is that one unable to be lifted over the net by Carthage. Didn't get enough on it. A point for Tyler Legacy, and with that, we're going to have a timeout by the Lady Bulldogs. That's their first of set 2. Tyler Legacy's commanded set 2, leading 17-11. They're up 1-0 in the match. You're watching Tyler Legacy Volleyball right here on YouTube. Out of the timeout, Tyler Legacy with it as Welchel will send it over. Trahan tried the dump play that time, and then an accurate play by Graves at the net. Knew what was coming. Another dump play by Carthage, and she was ready for it. Hits it straight into the floor, 18-11. Welchel sends it over towards the back right corner. Set up here, a spike, and that was too easy that time for Carthage. Pretty much exactly how you wanted to set that one up. Carthage with the roster of just 9. Tyler Legacy, not a real big roster either. It's just 12. But whatever works for the Lady Bulldogs, who, as I mentioned, they've had a really good program, especially lately. Already out to a 14-6 start on the year. Here's Woods circling towards the middle dugout. Carthage sends one over. Priest, Trahan, Woods dumps it into the middle, and a nice job to get a hand on it. Sent over, Moore, Trahan, back across the way, Woods, and he can't give her a second chance. She spikes it way home as it caroms off the ceiling. It actually got a piece of the basketball goal up high above the floor at Tyler Legacy. It's 19-12 here in set 2. Tyler Legacy at home, too. They have been prone, 9-3 overall at home, but they've been prone to sweeps. You're looking at so far at home this year. So that one sent into the netting that time by the Lady Raiders, 19-13. 9-3 at home. Out of those 9 wins, 5 of them have been sweeps. That included their most recent one before this, a 3-0 sweep over Tyler High. That was 2 weeks ago on this date, as there's a service ace, that time by Carthage, just falling inside the line, 19-14. Carthage will put it over. Dug high up into the air by Priest, and then Graves at the net off the feed from her teammate Trahan, 20-14. So Tyler Legacy, they have really controlled this entire set. It's felt like they've been in command the entire time, and you're starting to smell a victory here in set 2. Junior varsity game before this, as that one just into the net. Almost cleared it, but Woods couldn't quite get it over the white part of the top of the netting. 20-15. Tyler Legacy taking the junior varsity game in the gym. 2-1 right before this. Priest, Woods, dump play works. 21-15. Trying to wrap up a good week in non-district play to close out non-district play, as Priest's line drive goes straight into the net and a point for Carthage. The Lady Bulldogs are sticking around. It's still a 5-point set, but it feels like Tyler Legacy has led by 5 forever. They haven't been able to quite pull away yet. And that'll help the case right there. Peyton Neely with the point. Hitting that one from the right side, 22-16. Carthage has used one timeout, so they have one more if they want to use it. And if they're going to use it, obviously, it would have to be here soon. Brian Weingarten Company with both timeouts in the set, as Trahan fading fast and fading quickly onto the floor. Point Tyler Legacy. That was just a floater, and it died quickly in the middle of the defense for the Lady Bulldogs. 23-16. Another one fading quickly, and Trahan does it again. 24-16, set point. 3 in a row for Tyler Legacy. And Abby Trahan, who has gotten the last 2 points for the Lady Raiders on service aces. Can she make it 3? Won't be right here. Carthage stabilizes it. Sent over towards Woods. Across the way. Lash. She finishes it for Tyler Legacy in set 2. Lady Raiders, that one much easier for them than set 1, but they take both. Up 2-0, trying to get the sweep as we head off to set 3. Tyler Legacy 2, Carthage none. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics. Back here as we get ready to start set 3 from the Legacy Varsity Gym in Tyler, Texas. Reese Landon here with Tyler ISD Athletics. Lady Raiders up 2-0, trying to pick up their 6th sweep of the season at home. 9-3 overall at home. They lead 2-0 against Carthage. Glad you could join us here on the Tyler ISD Athletics YouTube channel as they start well. That's their first set where they've started with the first point as they draw first blood. Laura Welchel that time. It's the point 1-0, Tyler Legacy. Set 1, very back and forth. Set 2, though, Tyler Legacy in full control of throughout. As that one too much on it. Tried to hit it right to left and went way too far. 2-0 Tyler Legacy. Starting fast here in set 2, Brian Weingard's group. Weingard also just picked up his 90th career win at Tyler Legacy. As Carthage thought they had a point, they thought Tyler Legacy touched the net, but they didn't. It is 3-0 Lady Raiders. Picked up his 90th win in the 2-0 victory over Lufkin on Saturday. So 10 more wins, 9 if you count today, to that triple-digit mark for Weingart, who is coaching at his alma mater. As that one just a bit out of the reach of Priest and Woods, drops in between, 3-1. Carthage will take it back on their side. So they'll send it over for the first time in set 3. It's Woods as well as Priest, Welchel, Lash, and then both Abby and Annie Trahan on the floor for Tyler Legacy as that one unable to clear it. 3-2. Sent over again here by Carthage. Is lifted over the net. Received by Lash, who goes off to Trahan and then blocked at the net. And we're tied at 3. So Carthage countering the early juice for Tyler Legacy. They'll serve it again. Other district games going on tonight. You can see on the bottom of your screen. Rockwall Heath won to circles. They try to get right against Pierce. Everyone getting ready for district play. That'll start next week in a really good district. As I mentioned earlier, 6 of the 7 teams right now are at least 4 games over 500 as that one misses the line out of bounds. Point Tyler Legacy. Now Keith Moore will send it over. The senior from the back line puts it high in the air. Carthage able to receive it and sets it up from the strong side, spiked home, 4-4. This is also the first game in the month of September for Tyler Legacy, playing 25 matches in the month of August, which is the high mark of Brian Weingard's coaching career at Tyler Legacy. They've played more than ever and gotten off to a pretty good start. As there's a point for Tyler Legacy. It's 5-4. To compare, 15-10 right now. That's 25 total games. Last season, overall, they only played 37. As Carthage trying to keep it alive here and discombobulated defensively. That'll be an ace for Tyler Legacy. Welchel will get it once again. 6-4 if you're just joining us, set 3. You can see on your screen 2-0 in favor of Tyler Legacy, going for the sweep. As here's a perfect dump play at the net that time by Carthage. They were ready for it and set it up nicely, 6-5. Carthage will send it over. High arcing towards Moore. Sets it up. Strong side for Woods, who didn't get enough of it. She was trying to place it just over the net in the middle, but as she guided it into the netting. Didn't have a lot of room to work with there. Carthage sends it over. Low line drive. Trahan, Woods, and Woods gets it right back for Tyler Legacy, 7-6. The other games going on tonight, obviously no district games. One to watch, though, Duncanville and Royce City, as well as Rockwall, who's down in Waxahachie. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I'm starting to get my Texas pronunciations better by the day, as there's an ace that time for Tyler Legacy. Just inside the paint, as Annie Trahan will drop back and send it away. Puts it over, left hand to it. Right at the net, perfect play. Right at the net by Olivia Graves. Good awareness. 9-6 in favor of Tyler Legacy. Well, this is a game of runs, volleyball in general, but this match today has felt like it, especially in set 1. Cooled down a bit in set 2, but right back to it in set 3, and right there, 9-7. Reminder that Rose City rivalry game on Friday, Tyler High and Tyler Legacy, now a 7:30 start time. We'll have pregame at about 7:15. Get you a segment on the field, a segment from the booth, and bring you all the action between the Lions and the Red Raiders. There's a point for the side of Carthage. Last season's game, 28-14. Tyler High was victorious to take the overall lead in the rivalry. I believe it's at 34-33-1. 28-14. Tyler Legacy actually led 14-0 in that game early. So there's just a free tap over by Moore. Set up Carthage, blocked at the net, and Tyler Legacy came into the net, evidently. Taylor Woods and Graves were up there. And Woods did not think that she went over the net. Either went over the net or ran into it. It's now 9-9. Brian Weingart asking for an explanation as well. He's not happy. But the call will stand. Carthage has tied it at 9. As that one, way too much juice on it from the back line. That time to the Lady Bulldogs. Point, Tyler Legacy. It was Addison Rowe, the senior, that sent it over. Lady Raiders with the lead as Kinsey Parks into the match for the first time, and she'll serve it here. Rowe dumps into the middle. Great diving dig that time by Trahan. Now Blair Lash sends it over towards the middle. Set up on the strong side. Tried to block at the net by Lash. Couldn't get it, and it deflects off of Priest's hands. 10-all. Very back and forth here in set 3. Trahan sets up Neely just into the game, and that's going to be a point for Tyler Legacy. Carthage batting it around, but couldn't corral it. Back in front, Tyler Legacy. Out goes Olivia Graves, and in comes Laura Welchel. Eleven to 10 as Priest sends it over. Carthage setting up, blocked at the net by Lash. Point Tyler Legacy. Nice shot by Lash to get right in front of the ball. It was hit hard on a line, but right off her hand and back over to the Lady Bulldogs side. 12 to 10. Priest will serve once more. Carthage goes opposite side, now blocked at the net again. Lash gets to it, now Trahan. Here's Neely, blocked at the net, and Carthage sends it right back. 12 to 11. Carthage getting set up for district play, which starts for them next week as well. Lady Raiders trying to keep it alive here, and they can't. It's a service ace for Carthage. Carthage, 4A District 17. Last run to state came in 2019. Here's Lash. Looked like there might be a fight at the net. There wasn't, as Parks retreats to get it. Sets up Neely, blocked. Parks tries to get to it, but she can't. Point Carthage. And for the first time in set 3, Carthage leads. 14-6 overall. That Carthage district is even smaller than Tyler Legacy's, as there's a serve into the net. We're retied again. Mentioned Tyler Legacy having a small district. It's just 6 teams in 4A Region 3 District 17. It's Spring Hill, Carthage, Henderson, Gilmer, Chapel Hill, and Kilgore. So there's quite a few big-time football schools in that district, but don't sleep on Spring Hill Volleyball. They're 18-3 right now. So there's a point for Tyler Legacy. Unable to send it back over is Carthage. Tyler Legacy has rarely trailed in the last 2 sets. Set up, right side, smacked back towards Strawhine. Now Priest, Lash sends it over. Strawhine, now Priest, right back to Lash. Blocked at the net, kept alive by Carthage. And that will end that run for the Lady Bulldogs. Strong hit from the right side, but way too much on it. 15-13 Tyler Legacy as they try to pull away in set 3. Abby Trahan sending it over. Carthage on the charge, dumps into the middle, but Priest steps up and recovers it. They were setting up for a big-time attack, but they were off balance, and the front was Carthage as Trahan puts the dump into the middle. Trahan has kind of perfected that dump play here today. Getting right near the net, Carthage afraid of an offensive attack. Here comes Lash, blocked at the net. Priest up near the net to retrieve it. Passed off across the way. Welchel keeps it alive, and Tyler Legacy came too far towards the net. See the net moving a little bit. 16-14. Carthage sends it over on a line. Priest, diving dig. Now Parks will come up and get it. Passed off, blocked at the net, and a nice job at the front. Welchel keeps it alive. Now across the way, Lash, too much on it from the right side. 16-15. Brian Weingart trying to keep his team engaged here and finish off Carthage in just 3 sets. Red and white, though, they don't want to go home early. That's not going to help the cause, though. Service error. Had quite a few of those here tonight. 17-15. This match started late with the JV match going 3 sets. We didn't start until about 6:30. As Kate Moore will send it over. Low line drive and works to perfection. It forced the back line to come up and get it, and the diving attempt sprawled towards the sideline. Moore again, another low liner, and she almost found it that time. Blocked at the net, tried to keep it alive. Trahan dives to the floor, but can't get it. 18-16. This will be sent over by Carthage as Priest able to get to it. Took an odd hit off her hand, but Tyler Legacy recovers. As the libero that time for Carthage coming up way too far. The offense out of sorts. Laney Alexander coming all the way up near the front. It's a point for Tyler Legacy, 19-16. They lead by 3 again. That's pretty much been the largest lead for him in this set. Haven't really been able to extend it beyond that as Carthage cuts into it a bit. 19-17 on the floor for Tyler Legacy. In checks in Taylor Woods. Hasn't played a ton of the set, but getting some run here now at the end as they try to close it off. Moore, Trahan, Woods charging. Woods got it. 20-17. As Peyton Neely as well as Annie Trahan checking back in. So it's Graves, Neely, Woods, Priest, Moore, and then Annie Trahan with Abby Trahan on the bench. 20-17. Neither team has used a timeout in set 3. So we could have a flurry of timeouts depending on what happens over the next couple of sequences. Here's a tapper at the net, just kept alive that time by Graves. Now over to Woods, great hustle, and it's rewarded with Taylor Woods getting the kill, 21-17. Graves able to keep it alive for Tyler Legacy, and it pays off in a big way. 21-17. Trahan to send it over the net again. Puts the left hand to it. Carthage trying to set it up. As Moore keeping it alive. Priest having to backpedal to get to it, and now a free ball sent over, but Woods gets it into the middle. Dump play into the middle. Priest gets a hand on it. Now Woods spiking, but into the net. Point on the side of Carthage. They refuse to go away, but they still have an uphill battle to climb. Hard sinking liner into the middle. Received. Neely tapped high into the air near the rafters. Kept alive just in time by Carthage. And now Tyler Legacy can't find it. I think they were surprised Carthage was able to keep it alive. And the red and white get a big point. 21-19. It looked like Tyler Legacy was going to get that one. Line drive towards Priest. Catches. Now to Woods. Woods gets the kill. Deflected off a couple of defenders. 22-19. As Parks is going to check back in for Tyler Legacy. Out goes Woods. 3 more to go as we near the end of set 3. Tyler Legacy trying to close it out with the sweep. Parks puts hand to ball, and just inside the back right corner. Kenzie Parks, she did not play in the first 2 sets, but she's played extended time here in set 3 and gets a big point. Tyler Legacy leading 23-19. Parks again swings at it. Carthage towards the back line. Parks able to get to it. Dump play into the middle, but Carthage ready for that one. Set up, kept alive by Priest. Sent across the way, Neely. Top spin on that one. Carthage sets up again, dumps it into the middle. Trahan. Now Priest. Lash. Blocked at the net and just falls in front of the diving Priest. 23-20. Carthage with another substitution. Tyler Legacy 1 point away from match point. Parks. Trahan across the way to Lash. Nice job by the Carthage defense to keep it there. Priest circling, gets to it. Now Lash. Lash with some backspin on it. She finds the floor, 24-20. And we are at match point here from Tyler Legacy. Carthage not using any timeouts. They're going to let this one play out as Priest tries to end it for the Lady Raiders. Just gets it over, barely clearing that net on the line. Across the way, blocked. Point Tyler Legacy. Welchel and Neely right at the net, and that will do it here tonight from the Legacy Varsity Gym. Tyler Legacy easily winning this one 3-0. The first set was close, the final 2 not as close. And Tyler Legacy, they're going to improve to 16-10 on the season. Their final non-district game coming up on Friday against Mesquite Horn. For Carthage, they're going to fall to 14-7 on the season. They get ready for district play next week. Once again, Tyler Legacy back here on Friday. That is a 6:30 start time against Mesquite Horn. Until then, I'm Reese Landon saying so long. Remember to check us out on Friday. The Rose City rivalry, Tyler High, Tyler Legacy on the gridiron. 7:30 start time. We'll have pregame at 7:15 right here on Tyler ISD Athletics. So tune in for then. I'm Reese Landon, and you've been watching Tyler ISD Athletics.